that creature took him. Hi, my name is Jacob, and I would like to tell you my story here. Today I am 23 years old, but when this happened I was only 13 years old. He was a Boy Scout at the time and he lived in the state of Oregon. I remember that day. Me, 2 friends and the scout went camping on the banks of a very known and great. My friends were Patrick and Tyler. We knew each other since childhood. The forest was big, it was preserved. We went on a trail and our scout Sean told us not to go too far. We were only going to spend one night there, and soon we chose a place to set up the tents. We stayed doing some activities until dusk. Our leader was dying to leave and get it over with, it was obvious. Night came and we lit a fire. It was in the summer, we were on vacation from school, and for the 3 of us it was being an amazing experience. Until in the middle of the night we heard a scream. I woke up startled and turned on the flashlight. I noticed Tyler wasn't in our tent. We divided into 2 tents. Us 3 in one and Sean in a smaller one. When I got out of the tent, I saw 2 lanterns and Sean shouted, "Run, Tyler." In Tyler's direction was a being that was darker than darkness. I couldn't understand what it was, but he ran like a bear and was the size of one. Plus I've seen bears, and that sure as hell wasn't one. Was heading towards Tyler, who was trying to run. Sean was desperate and the situation was chaos. We have to help him, I said. And I ran in the direction that Bean and Tyler were running. The other 2 came after me. Call for help. I yelled at Sean. Here there is no signal. He answered me. When we went to see, we lost sight of the 2, and we were far from the bonfire too. The 3 of us and the forest and the darkness. What happened to him? Patrick asked. The 3 of us were desperate. Our friend had disappeared and we didn't know what that thing was, and to make matters worse, we got lost. We had 3 flashlights and nothing else. I tried to remember that thing and Patrick asked Sean what that was. It was a bear. Sean answered. It wasn't a bear, nor did it make any noise like a bear. I interrupted. Was what then? Sean asked me. Would you bring 3 young people to an area at risk of a bear attack, Sir Leader? I asked Sean. This forest does have bears, but I had no idea that one would appear like this. Even more so close to the trail. He explained himself. Guys, it's not time to fight, we have to find the bonfire. Patrick said. And Tyler? I asked. Do you really want to look for him with that thing around? Sean asked me. Are you going to abandon him then? I asked. It's better we go back to Jacob and look for help to find Tyler. Even without agreeing with that, I didn't have much choice. After all, they were right. So we started looking for the bonfire and our campsite. The darkness was intense. It was around 2:30 in the morning, and the 3 lost there and our missing friend. We walked in the opposite direction that we had run, that's all. We couldn't find our camp at all. It was like a horror movie, the fear and panic I was feeling there. After walking a long way and with a lot of luck, because there was only 1 flashlight left, we arrived at the tents. Everything was destroyed, and to our surprise and despair, That beast was too. There, rummaging through our stuff. It was so dark it stood out in the dark. That didn't tell us. Saw it, so we stayed from afar watching. It really wasn't a bear. Its torso was fat and resembled a bear, plus its paws. Front looked like hands. He turned things over and picked them up like people. It was bizarre. Until Sean went to take a picture of the being and forgot to turn off the flash. When he looked at us, his eyes were red like blood and his face was horrible. We started to run towards the trail, but Sean tripped. It helps me, he shouted. But there was no way Patrick and I could help. We kept running towards the trail to save our lives. When we got to the trail, we were no longer being chased and the day was dawning. Soon we meet rangers and explain the history. The place was interdicted and the search for Sean and Tyler began. It was a long day of searching. More had no results. To this day, they are both reported missing. I know it took them both. Both me and Patrick told the families of the two, but almost no one believed. And they think it was a bear attack. More I saw. And that's today's story. If you liked, subscribe.